Hey guys, welcome to another painting, and right now we are painting some of the fireworks that are coming out from the sky. So right here is a scene from Marina Bay Sands, and I used red, orange and purple color pencils to paint the edges of the fireworks. So we have this fireworks that is left white because I used the masking fluid to kind of like mask out this area before I painted the sky, and so this area after removing the masking fluid is now left white, and so I'm using this color pencil like this red and this orange that will give us all these very nice colors and very nice kinds of colors and bright colors and light kind of orange, and that will give us all these very nice kind of bright and warm colors that is depicting the fireworks. So the thing is, the middle part of the fireworks will be left white, and we will use all these colors to paint all these streaks that are coming out from the middle part, and we will have all these different kinds of lights and different kinds of bright colors that will give us this very nice kind of orange and reds and yellows, and just trying to make sure that we don't cover the entire firework, the entire streak there, because there are some white areas on those streaks, whereas these colors are only partially covering all these different kind of streaks, different kinds of colors. And we have these reds, and we have all these different colors that will give us this very nice and very warm kind of color. And of course, combining all these colors together will give us some very cool and very nice combinations. Alright, so you can see right there at the top we have more orange tones and a little bit of reddish tones, whereas at the bottom we have more reddish tones and a little bit of purple tones as well. So by using this color pencil, it can help us to have a greater grasp and a greater control of all these colors. And if we use the brush, it may not be able to have that same effect, because the brush is kind of light when we use watercolors, but when we use all these color pencils, that can give us all these strong strokes, strong colors that are coming out from that firework itself. So you can see right there, the middle part is being left white. Okay, and we have some kind of strokes surrounding it. So using that color pencil, again, that is helping us with a lot of this very nice kind of effects. Okay, so now we are moving on to the painting of this water right here. So again, as we've seen earlier, using the brush, we are going to paint the darker area which forms the water first, and then later on we are going to move on to paint the reflections that are coming out. So I used a large flat brush to paint the paint across the paper to form all these different colors of water reflections. So we have dark purples, we have dark blues, and we have all these dark paints, and again you see all these different sections of darks. So making sure we have all these darks in before we actually move on to paint the light areas. So we have this dark blue that is mixed with water, and so this part here is like slightly lighter than the dark area. So just trying to make sure that everything is blended together. So that can be quite a challenge for many new beginners, but we're just trying to make sure that we can control the water using that brush, and we're going to use that green and that purple to combine these two different areas together, and using some of the light blue. So again, that flower dome in the middle, so that is Gardens by the Bay, and we have all these this flower dome, and we have two buildings right there. So there's light coming out from this part of the flower dome, and so that is actually casting this very bright kind of reflection on the water. And so you can see right there, I use light blues, I use greens, and I use all these light grays, and that will give us some very nice kind of colors. And using the yellow combined with that purple, that will give us this very nice kind of lights that is forming on the water surface. Alright, so using the brush, just trying to blend everything together, just trying to make sure that we have, all these things, all these colors that are very smoothly, transitioning from one place to the next. So as you can see right now, the area on the left hand side is like more dry, so I can use the light blue paint to add on this paint so that it does not get washed away because it is now more dry. And the thing is, we will need to have a drier surface before adding the paint so that it does not get diluted by the excess water. Right, so we have this light blue, and beside that light blue we have this dark, and beside that dark brown we have this purple. And so right now you're seeing all these very nice kind of colors. We have purple, we have pinks, we have orange, and we have those darks. So the orange is again mixed with a warm kind of grey. So again, color relationships are in place because I kind of like plan all these colors, side by side next to each other, and they actually relate to each other because they are planned according to color pathways on the color wheel itself. So that is something that, is very important when it comes to applying colors. We will need to not just apply random colors, but to have all these color relationships, and that will give rise to a very nicely designed painting. So again, trying to make sure that we have all these, blues, all these strokes, and all these very nice kind of colors. So now this bright part, this light orange part is the reflection that is formed by that fireworks, and which is directly just above it, so you can see which part of the reflection is formed by what object, what thing. And so beside in the middle part is being left white. Again, on both sides we have orange and pink. So again, moving on to the right hand side where we have all these darks and all these kinds of dark paints and light paints, and that will give us a very nice kind of transition and combinations between these two different kinds of lights and darks. And we have dark brown, and then in between we have a lighter brown, and then we have dark brown again. So again, trying to combine all these colors together that are very nicely designed by the brush, showing that we have all these reflections that are done. So right now the challenge is to make sure that everything is well blended together using that brush, and we have to have very good control of the water, as well as having very good control of the brush, how colors are actually added, and what kind of effect when we actually move the brush on the surface of the paper, and how it actually forms those very natural kind of strokes that depict the water. So that is something that would need to be done right here. Using the brush, just very quickly move the brush across so we have all these strokes, and that will give us this very nice water movement that makes it look more natural. Again, making sure that it's almost dry, and then using this dry brush to kind of like flick and to spread out the paint, using those very quick strokes. And so you can see those very light kind of gray kind of movements. That is giving us a very nice kind of water reflections. And we're now using the brush again to move it towards the right. So just trying to touch up this area by adding a little bit more pink, and then just trying to blend everything together. And of course, many beginners will struggle with the control of the water, so it is important for us to make sure that we have a very good control of the brush and the water content on the paper itself, and then having that kind of movement that will make us be able to have all these very nice kinds of movements of water on the water surface and the reflections itself. Hey everyone, it's KY Tom here. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed my video, please hit the like button and comment down below. Do consider to subscribe to my channel for more art videos. Check out the links on the description below to find out more about my art, and I hope to see you in the next one.